the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jessy, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Tamers.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hey, everybody. I am John Taman, and I am the world's worst podcast host. And you know what? I think I'm trying to get a little bit better because right off the bat, I didn't go, hey, everybody, and fucking wreck your ears. So sorry about that. At least I gave you a way into it this time. Look, man, I'll tell you this. I grew up in the mean streets of Forestville, right? I went to Suitland High School, right? I know what it's like to get into a fight that I know I'm going to lose. I know what it's like to know I have to stand there and do my fucking best, but I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. Otherwise, you know, if I turn and run, it's going to be worse. And welcome to this weekend's game against the Detroit Lions, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are in exactly that situation. We got to go out there. We got to try to throw a couple of punches, man. But I probably think we're going to come away from this, you know, a little worse for wear. Speaking of somebody who's been looked like he's dragged behind a truck, my friend from Southeastern Virginia, there he is there, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Martin, where the fuck is your music this time? Jesus, this thing moves things all over the place. There you are. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Now, Jesse, given the fact that you are, you're getting rather famous, we're not going to lie, and not everybody gets the orchestra and the people in the audience as excited as you are. And I'm just curious as to why every time I come in this thing and look for the music that I always put at the top because it's the first thing I play, it's always like 6th or 7th when I come back. StreamYard, what's up with that? And how come you can't help with this situation, please?
Yeah, I wish I had a good answer for you, John. I apologize. I'll try to get to the bottom of it.
All right. See that you do. I mean, that's about the least that we can ask of you up here. Make sure you get our goddamn show running properly. Yeah. Speaking of things that run properly, there's a good friend down there on the road, Port Barrow. Scott Hunter. Scott, how you doing?
You forgot your name.
I'm good. What? I'm good. Yeah, I thought you just had an aneurysm, John.
I mean, it's only right there.
Well, I never mind.
I know. I'm just fucking.
All right. So, how you doing this week, man? You getting ready to travel? You and Jess getting ready to travel.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, these guys got that spa in Iceland. I think there's the what they call it, the El Luba, Lubrakai hot springs or something like that. Good guys.
I don't know. Yeah, but no, it's I'm got
good friend Bjork and Bianca up there.
Not got a lot of plan this weekend. Just dust the medals off and get out to my remembrance parade on Sunday, and that is pretty much it. So, yeah, so that'll be an interesting one. Bit of a somber moment and then and while before we start, Marshawn Nealand. Do you know what I mean? Come on, we've got to say something. So, yes, this is a Commanders pod. I get that, but you know,
I really wonder what's going on.
Well, it's shit when it's anyone in the NFL and it affects us all. So, you know what I mean? If you're a bloke, we're all 4 blokes on here, and you want to talk, things are going wrong, reach out.
Check on your friends. You know,
correct.
You never know what someone has in their backpack and what they're dealing with every day. You know what they're carrying around. Check on your friends. Check on your neighbors. Check on your family.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're okay.
Hey, Dad, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I'll tell you what, look, you know, I have a wholly different perspective on this kind of thing. And I do reach out, you know, to the family and all that like that. And I don't mean to sound like a prick or anything like this, but those of you that may be thinking of something like that, understand this too. The grand gesture you think you're going to make, ain't nobody going to fucking remember it. In a year, nobody's going to remember that. All right, one of these days, somebody's going to go, hey, remember that Dallas Cowboys defensive end that did this? And people are going to go, you know, this thing. It's not worth it. Whatever you think's going on to do something like that, you're just not going to be here for the rest of it, man. And you know what? Whatever you think the rest of it is going to be, if you think it's going to be that bad, trust me, things change. I'm 62 years old. You know how many lives I've lived so far? Probably 4 if I actually counted out how many actually I've had where such drastic change changed my life. And there were times I felt very effing low. But I always thought to myself, maybe the fucking Commanders will win next week or the Redskins will win next week. And, no, I'm not trying to make a joke, but that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes,
I know what you mean.
Man, they get this idea in their head where, I'll show them. You ain't going to show anybody. The only person you're going to show is you, and you ain't going to see it. So back the hell up, man. Call somebody.
There's help out there. There's help out there.
Sorry to bring it to a somber moment, but yeah.
That's all right. You know what? There's Max down there.
Hey, everybody, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and if you're anywhere but YouTube, if you're listening to Spotify or while you're driving down the car at Tuesday, get in here Tuesdays and Fridays on YouTube at 5:30 Eastern, and we've got a chat where lovely people will ask where I've been. That's great.
I gotta tell you, I mean,
there's like one of
them. How lovely they are. I've met some of these people. They're not the most lovely thing, but you know what? They're very beautiful at heart there. So, hey, Adrian. Hey, Snap Gotti, what's going on? Good to see you guys to be in here right now. Look, Scott G is here. Hey, Scott G is here. Scott G and Yam at the same time. My gosh, this must be old home week, man. It's been a while since those guys have been here at the start of the show. That's nice to see. So you guys are traveling this week, right?
Yeah, I gotta say.
Please say.
I had a really difficult 2 weeks trying to get shit together, so everything runs smoothly for when I'm gone. And
this got something to do with freaking Metamucil or something.
I walked out the office today and said a big fuck you because I'm not going back for 2 fucking weeks.
Really?
2 weeks.
You better watch out. You go out and say fuck you. Some guy comes named Emmanuel has your job when you get back.
Yeah, that's and you just have to turn sideways and he's gone.
That's right.
So
2 weeks.
I'm looking forward to.
Just think, Jesse. This time next week we'll be in the same country. That's weird.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
God, Max, don't they sound like a couple of sweet little guys?
They do. They're a bunch of guys just looking forward to seeing each other. All right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's my mate.
We'll be
Scott is my mate. He's my mate.
Soon. We'll be almost in the same condom. I mean,
we're going to get to the hotel.
Wow.
And he's going to fluff my pillow. He is. And
how about that?
Chef's kiss on that joke, John.
So, but real quick, just some opening bullshit just about the Broncos because I just saw this. What was the game last night?
10-7.
What was that?
I woke up and I was like, "What?"
You know what that was? That was the second game in a row where the brain inside of me said, "The Raiders, take the Raiders, take the Raiders, take the Raiders, take the Raiders." And both times my balls went, "We're afraid to take the Raiders," and I didn't take the Raiders.
Look, my brain says it's NFL football. And then I look at it, and it's the wind is blowing the ball just sitting on the ground.
Jesse, the wife, that's the wife. She's got some good advice for you there, Jesse.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't forget to remove the lipstick mark. Shit, Jesse will freaking bronze that shit. He will. All right. Yeah, Jesse's going to Europe. This is the first time you've been to Europe?
First time. Yep. First time.
Right. If they do drop their handkerchief, you're not supposed to go pick it up.
Good to know.
No, the chivalry that's a load of crap. All right, everybody thinks that chivalry. Oh, yes, I'm very chivalrous. Understand this: the codes of chivalry were the ways that knights were to kill one another. There was only one thing in there about women, and there wasn't a whole lot much more. It was about the nicest ways you could kill somebody and be polite about it. That's what chivalry was. All right, sword fighting was fucking nasty. All right, Thursday night football. Yeah, man. Let's see. Adrian says that was Thursday night football being Thursday night football. You're in a way you're right, but good Lord, the Broncos, Bo Nix just misses. I don't understand how everybody thinks he's such a hot shot. He wins, they win, but is it him?
The Broncos wins. Like, do you know the teams they've beaten this year?
I don't care. I don't care about that. What is it? 6 in a row for them? 7 in a row?
It's 7 in a row. They've won 7 games in 39 days.
Doesn't matter who it is.
But they're playing nobodies. They're beating them.
And they're not playing good either. It's just
that's
nobodies are playing worse.
Oh, I know. I'm watching Bo Nix last night. Anyway, we'll get more into the NFL in a little while. I'll tell you what, let's just jump right on in here. Let me go find my media. We're here to talk about the Commanders game right off the bat. So we're going to do some recon. All right, we're playing the Detroit Lions this week.
We are.
It's not going to look pretty, I don't think, but let's find out where we're standing off the bat. There, Scotty, with the injury report.
Yep, so the injury report, John, for the Commanders side, we have Trey Amos with a hip injury. He's been limited both days. Ja'Cory Kroskin-Merritt had a tooth issue yesterday. He was full.
He had dental
toothache. Yeah, so he's a full participant.
He was getting that grill.
Was his grill not fitting right?
Maybe, I don't know. Zach Ertz was on a rest day, so nothing to worry about with him. Eddie Goldman was in concussion protocol. He was a full participant yesterday and today. Quan Martin did not practice on Wednesday, was limited on Thursday, and was limited again today. Terry did not practice all 3 days. Von Miller was on a rest day for vet rest day. Johnny Newton, ankle injury. He was limited on Wednesday, full on Thursday, full Friday. And then Tyler Owens with the hamstring. He didn't practice on Wednesday, limited Thursday, limited Friday. Tonsil was a full go all 3 days, and he had a rest day on the Wednesday. He was on the injury report with a hamstring as well. Bobby Wagner has a thumb issue. He's had that on the injury report for 3 weeks now. He's been a full participant Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And Colson Yankov has been limited participant with a hamstring injury on all 3 days. From the Lions side, you've got the only 3 that didn't practice were Kirby Joseph with a knee injury, Taylor Decker with a shoulder injury, and Pat O'Connor with a knee injury as a defensive end. Everybody else on the injury report was a limited participant for all 3 days, but they're quite beat up too. So they have, they'll be working through quite a lot of injuries. I mean, we've got offensive tackles. We've got two offensive tackles and a guard on here as well. So it's 3 offensive tackles, and a guard. So they are quite beat up at the offensive line. So
is that where we're going to hang our hat? I'll tell you what.
That's where we're going to have to.
I guess so, to try to get to Goff. So, Jesse, tell me, if they've got all these problems, how the hell are they fucking rolling up so many yards and points? How are they? Why are they so dangerous? I mean, we all know, but I got to be the host, right?
There's a guy named Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's a guy named Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery.
Sam
Laporta. They have Sam Laporta. When you have weapons, okay.
Yeah.
It causes problems for the defense.
Yeah. You can hide an offensive line when you got that kind of stuff coming along. So, I mean, I guess Scott, or let me go to you, Max. When you look at that kind of an offense coming at you, and you see the kinds of defense that we run, and I'm saying that with big fucking quotes, the defense that we run, how the hell do you stop it? What do you do?
You don't.
You don't.
On defense.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, we're done here.
On defense, there's not a way to stop it. It is hope they make mistakes. The way to stop it on the offensive side of the ball, though, is to keep the ball out of their hands.
Yeah.
Can we do that, Scotty?
Yeah. I think. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
I was going to say it's going to be very tough to do that, especially with this defense and the way we've seen it. I think Joe Witt moving down out of the box means nothing.
No,
that's the last thing that you want to do. It's kind of the last straw, because you actually going out of the box is a detriment, because you're not seeing the play as it's being called. You're not seeing late substitutions coming in. So it's quite difficult to do that. I mean, what is he there for? Is he going to be more rah-rah? Is he going to be a cheerleader almost? I mean,
Jesse made a good point about that last Friday when he said, because we were talking about that, and you said that he's at least down there where he can talk to the players, which means there's not just one person down there going, hey, man, Joe said tighten up. He can get down there and say it to all of them himself, or whatever it is he's got to say. He can. I mean, I'm kind of with you from a visual standpoint. The way I see things, if I can see it all, I see it better. That's why I always recommend to you that on Thursday Night Football, you go down and you watch the alternate view where you can see the next gen stats and look at the all 22 while it's going on. It's very cool and it's very interesting, and you can see it all. Prime, pay us. That's like the third time I've promoted this. Anyway, Scott, save me from myself.
No, I'm just saying that we're having a bit of a chat in the chat here. I mean, I've seen that saying if JD's healthy, should be 100% playing. I get that. I'm of the other side because it was Snap got his chat there saying, how do you feel about sitting JD? I mean, for me, if we lose these 2 games, I'm saying, what's the point? And I don't mean that being rudely. I think you've got to find out what you have in this team. I get exactly where people are coming from, but 3 injuries in 9 games. You need.
I'm sorry. I
need to sit this time
out. Jesse, you go first. We'll go around the room with how we feel about this. Hands up. No. So, Scotty, you're going to go down as somebody who agrees with this notion. Go ahead.
I do, yeah.
Okay. If Jaden is healthy, he 1,000% should be out on the field.
If he's healthy.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't care what our record is. Now, maybe if you want to sit in the last game, that's a different story. But he needs to be out there. And and if he is healthy and he's not, then yeah, that's a problem. That you're shooting his confidence down. And what does that tell your team?
Yeah. What does that tell your team? All right, Max, where are you standing on this?
Oh, you play football players. You pay them to play. You play them.
That's right.
They want to play the game. Unless they're not healthy, they need to be playing in the game. Jaden is a player that's missed, 6 games this year?
Yes.
So he's missed 66% of the game so far.
Sorry, 4 games I think so far he's missed.
Whatever it is, he needs to play. He hasn't played anything this season. You need to play football to get able to play football. Putting that in the book of football knowledge right there.
Thank you. You play football to play football. And all right, so I'm also disagreeing with you, Scott. That I'm not players play football, and I mean, if it was week 15. Okay, I might think about it. All right, I might think about shutting him down for something like that. But honest to God, I know everybody is dead in the water, and we look dead in the water. There's nobody that even is discussing our name when it comes to any kind of playoff contention, and rightfully so. All right, so, but we've seen stranger things happen. Okay, the Broncos are getting lousy quarterback play, and they've won 7 games in a row. If this team won 7 games in a row, which we didn't we do that last year?
Yes.
All right. So
2012,
not beyond the realm of possibility. And I'm not saying, oh, wait, hold on, this is what we're going to do, guys. I'm not like Tim Meek on steroids. We're going to win 8 in a row. I'm not that. But at the same time, we're not done yet. We've only lost 6 games. There's 17. So that, we've got ample time. You pull off a game that you shouldn't win. All right. You somehow managed to beat the freaking Lions. All right. I don't know how, but we've seen stranger things happen. All right. We saw Taylor Heineke play a perfect game against the fucking Eagles. We saw him do it against the Steelers. All right. An undefeated team. So we steal a game. The Dolphins are a beatable football team. Right. All right. Go ahead, Jesse.
Our buddy Cam,
guys that play football.
Our buddy Cam McDonald. Hey,
up,
Cam, thanks for being with us. Says he needs to build rapport with his receivers early in the season. Absolutely pointless. Now the season is done. I'm sorry. Again,
the season's not done.
1,000% disagree with this.
Right.
The season isn't done.
This isn't.
It is from an injury point of view.
Okay.
Definitely is.
There's still a lot to be gained from playing out the season, no matter if playoffs or not. And this is a side note. What are you going to tell all those season ticket holders that they just
a secondary thing?
They just
paid their money.
Another hike in price.
That shouldn't be a concern.
Gone up 75% in the past 5 years. Okay,
more so not the season ticket holders.
This is just a side point. This doesn't have anything.
This is a season ticket holder speaking, ladies and gentlemen.
What about free agents? If you're going to shut down your quarterback November 2nd because of you're having a bad season,
I'm not saying that. What my point was to that to Snap got his point is this is an injury that realistically on any medical expert and I trust people and I read on it and I know what people are saying he should not be back more than in less than 5 weeks.
Well, that's not true though. What medical experts are you listening to? Because the injury that he has,
they haven't examined
any tears.
They haven't examined
the report out today.
I saw the report today.
No damage, no tears. He's got soreness. Kurt Warner had the same thing and played the next fucking week.
He's going to be. We're talking at least 3 weeks before they're talking the bye week is over and he's coming back.
Correct.
So 3 games.
So what position? What position are going to be in 3 weeks?
Make a decision. But see here, I'll take it another step further. Not only what are you telling your team, but what are you telling potential free agents to say that if everything's not perfect on November the 1st and the quarterback looks hurt, I'm going to shut down your season too? Because as I always mention, the average player in the NFL's career is less than 4 years. All right. So you've got in every team, you've got the super have guys like Jaden, right? That are never going to go anywhere unless they command everything. And then you have this revolving door of these guys whose careers last less than 4 years. And if I'm telling you out there, Mr. Free Agent, who I need to fill my team, not Mr. Glory Hound free agent, not Mr. Guy that's going to put up all kinds of numbers and get me in the Super Bowl free agent, but Mr. Meat and Potatoes guy that's going to play special teams. It's going to be one of my good depth players. Those guys, the guys that you build your backbone with, they're going to look at you and go, I've got a 4 to 5 year window in the NFL and you're going to waste one because this guy has an owie in November.
Yeah.
It's just they're not going to sign.
Yeah.
So,
and listening to Scouse on the 1 Point Safety show yesterday, I don't necessarily understand his reasoning. He's saying, oh, well, Jaden's playing hurt, but he's not. Injuries do heal through the season.
No, I understand that, but what? But do you not think that from an ego perspective, from the QB, that if I said to you, I'm okay, I'm willing to play, then yeah, you're the coach. You're going to say, yeah, we need you to play. Have I played through injuries before in professional sport? Yes.
Every player does. Every player
I know
does,
that. Well, not Terry McLaurin. The fuck is he? Messi.
Well, let's not talk about that.
Injuries are different. Not everything is equal.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Okay.
Everything.
What I'm saying is he's had 3 injuries.
Some of them you can't.
Three major injuries, different injuries in one season. We're not saying shut him down. I'm saying if the season is lost, as we all say it is, and we're not getting any better, what is the point?
He plays football. That's the point.
Yeah.
Why does a mountain climber climb a mountain? Because
it's a long list of positives that could come out of this. It's not just Jaden. If the doctors are cleared him of health, the doctors cleared him of health after the knee injury. Okay, they cleared him after the hamstring. It was a slight pull. Let's get real here. It happens to most people that do exercise or something, like a slight little tiny pull. They were being overly cautious because he could have played over. Those injuries had no impact on the injury that he had last week. It wasn't because of those.
Do you know how an elbow works? I'm not trying to be rude here, but do you actually know?
It's also his non-throwing arm.
Works? I know it's his non-throwing arm.
Hey, Jesse, do you know what an elbow is? Can you tell it from your asshole? Because I don't think you can.
No, but you've broke a ligament easily. You have to have broken a ligament for an elbow.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
They're bullshitting. You broke a ligament.
Doctors.
If you, no, I'm not a doctor.
Again, Kurt Warner just popped out.
I understand.
Back in place.
That's
no ligament damage.
He's not Kurt Warner.
Why couldn't he have the same injury?
He could do.
It was ugly, but
yeah.
In every single report we've been given, he dodged every bullet possible.
I've seen. Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what you can do when you're double jointed like that. You can do all kinds of shit. Did you ever see
what was it the game last year when we thought his knee was shredded and he popped right back? It was the Tampa game in the playoffs where he got sacked and he got bent all over his leg, and because his leg was just able to snap right back.
Goes back to
I tend to listen to Scotty. Scotty knows the importance of stretching. He knows what it comes to, right? He knows. I mean, this is a former professional dancer. I think he knows. He understands how to take care of your body.
Scott G, the MRI proves him. Have you seen the MRI? Because I haven't seen an MRI.
What's Scott got to say?
Apparently, that's
shut up.
The MRI proves you wrong. Scott might be saying that, and Scott might be. Stroke. He might have been just trying to write something else and just came out. So you never know.
I'm just saying, like, it's
all right.
I don't want to see him get even more hurt. Is what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from a point of view of saying you've had 3 injuries.
Clear him,
Dr. Howard, Dr.
I don't think we should question the doctors.
Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine. All right. Anyway, you got to be old to like that one. Look, football players play. All right. And I don't think that Jaden is going to be in the situation that people are going to get all RG3 PTSD and think that he's going to try to get out there. Yeah. I don't think that they're going to let him do that. They're not going to say, I see, shut him down just for the sake of shutting him down to prevent injury for the next, what do we got here? 7 games to go. No.
What are we going to do the next year? He gets a nick, and has to be out a week, maybe 2.
I mean, he's been banged around. Let's face it.
Fine.
But he was fine all last year.
He's been
I think this team has been very overly cautious with injuries going back from day one. So if they're letting him play, if they let him play, that means he's ready to play.
I agree, and I think he should play. And whether anybody thinks that there's any intrinsic value to be gained from it, players play. Simple as that. That's what you get from it. You keep getting better every time you play. And that holds true for any sport that you play. All right, let's move on to something that we wanted to talk about here. Let's go here. Max, I had a question for Max. All right, so you wanted to talk about Lattimore. Sounds like I'm on Hollywood Squares. Max, down in the corner there. Hey. All right.
X gets the square.
X gets the square. So, all right, anybody that can do the Paul Lynde. Scott, can you do Paul Lynde from the center square? Center square, Scott.
No.
They have a British version. I think they had a British version that was a lot funnier.
No, he says. Yeah, who would they put in the center square in Britain? Probably somebody we'd never heard of with some giant teeth that would go, I have no idea, darling, but if you leave the key under the mat, we can find out together.
Can I just genuinely ask a quick question here? What is the situation with everyone thinking that British people have terrible teeth?
No, not necessarily because most of you.
Is that genuinely where it comes from? Because we don't all have crooked. We don't want to have crooked, horrible teeth. We do actually take care of them in the same. Oral hygiene is important this side of the pond as well.
Well, Austin Powers really is.
Fair enough, Adrian. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I think younger people don't have that same perception because, yes, you have fixed your teeth. But I remember when I was younger and I went over to England and, I would go down into the Whitechapel area and they would look at me. I wanted to give you a gumma. No, thank you. So anyway. That's why
Scott's
we
got good teeth.
Scott's
Andy
got great teeth.
Doesn't.
Shots fired.
Let's find out.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
All right.
So
I had to tell me.
Scott.
I missed it. What did he say?
27.50. Good timestamp guy.
Let's see here. Oh fuck, I'm lost where we're going here.
It's my fault.
Max, I was gonna ask you about Marshawn Lattimore getting hurt.
Marshawn Lattimore, that's it.
Marshawn Lattimore got hurt. All right, so Mikey, we have been down on all year. He's been playing badly, but we've also always had this question in the back of our heads that, well, he played really good when he was on the outside last year. What do we think comes now?
So I said this before week 1, and you 3 ridiculed me, saying that the skill outside. Yes. Go back and watch the Giant show and see how bad y'all made fun of me.
We may have spoofed you. We might have spited you.
But
you've been spited.
But Mikey Sanders still can't play inside. And this season proves it. The first 3 weeks of last year proved it. If you remember the week 1 Tampa game, he was lost. And then they moved him outside and
I agree. I mean he played
what happened. And if you just look at the Seattle game, which you have to do through some gritted teeth and some just very narrow eyes, he's flat-footed when he's on these snaps, and he isn't ready for the snap. I'm not saying he will be on the outside. I don't think it's like that much of a lateral change. Put him where he's been successful. Think of the playoff run last year. Think of the receivers that he shut down, per se. I mean, think of that play against Jameson Williams in the divisional round. Yeah, that post route where he undercut it.
Sorry, I just read a comment.
That's which one?
Adrian.
Oh Lord.
British invented the toothbrush, because if anybody else invented it, it'd be called a toothbrush. Hey, very good.
But Mikey Sanders still.
Has he been to Alabama?
He's a Canadian, so
yeah.
But
Go ahead, Max. Sorry.
He wrote that probably.
You're British anyway. Okay, I get you.
So Mikey Sanders still is a very interesting corner because he's small enough where he can't really guard the big bodies, but he's physical enough to be able to get in there, and he can do that better from the outside as opposed to the inside.
Well, I hope you're right, and I hope he proves it. And then I hope we have that question coming up in the offseason as to what we're going to do about these cornerbacks. I think, and they make the right decision. You know,
I think Lattimore is going to walk.
Do we have? Yeah, probably. Or
he'll crouch. He can't really walk right now.
Yeah, he can't walk.
Do we have? What is our cap space looking like this offseason?
90 something million.
Pretty nice.
Okay.
Somebody sent me video of a guy.
So if we are at the moment, and you add the carryover of the 26 where we apparently are right now, it's just over 110 million. So yeah, I mean like 116 million. Sorry, thereabouts.
We're definitely going to have to spend some money. You know,
100%. Max, to your point though, on where you put in things, did you hear? Obviously, Joe Witt talking about one of the questions was, where is Mikey basically going to play? Is he going to be outside, inside? What's happening with Jonathan Jones? He was quite non-specific and just said, "Well, we'll rotate depending on plays as to where people are going to be." And I understand that. You know,
I think that's what you have to. That's what you have to say. But if you think about how it's going to be, is Jonathan Jones better than Mikey Sanders still, just as a corner?
It's a question I think is still up in the air because Mikey's been terrible this year.
And Jonathan Jones has
as a slot corner, yes,
has been injured. You know,
so
but in the past, I'm sorry, I'd take Jonathan Jones past over what Mikey Sanders still has put on. You know,
Jessy went to the past. We only have 1 year
of Mikey over anybody.
Well, I'm just saying, Jones has got the experience. He just hasn't been able to use it because he's been on IR.
Yeah, he had a hamstring.
Well, he got hurt. It was a matter of, I think he got hurt in preseason or in training camp. So it was about how long they had to put him on because of when they put him on or something like that. And yeah, he's old. He's like, when he signed him, he was 31, man. The hamstrings hurt. Trust me. All right, let's go to some battle play. I tell you, that sounds very fucking exciting. All right, what do the Commanders have to do to win this game, Jesse?
Max said it earlier. Keep Detroit's offense off the field.
How's that possible? Scott, or can we use barbed wire?
I'd hope so, yeah. I don't know.
Concertina wire on their sideline to keep from being able to get on the field.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna score pretty much every time they have the ball. So
yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Try to capitalize on any mistakes that happened. You know, if it's a fumble, jump on the fucking ball. Try to pick off Jared Goff. You know,
both of those things is what happened in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The only thing I can get from the only thing I can get from statistics, and when you read and listen to the Lions and how they've been playing, they've been very poor on third down this season. Actually, statistically, the worst team in the NFL on third downs. So if you can get Jared Goff to third down, you got a shot, and that's the problem. We're terrible on first and second down.
Right.
So, we give up the most chunk plays, explosive plays, all that sort of thing. So it's trying to combat Jared Goff. And what do you do? I mean, I want to see probably Frankie Louvu as an out-and-out edge because there's not a lot else on the edges that we've got left due to injuries. Mm-hmm. And as you said, it is Max's plan is try and keep the offense off here. You know, make them get 3 points rather than 7. That's all you can really hope for to
Max,
try and stay in the game.
What else you got, Max?
You can't. This is the best in the league. There isn't really anything that you can say
can be done.
Agreed.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to say, let's keep them off the field, but it's another thing to say, can we do it? Because no, we haven't been able to do it.
So,
all right, our running game went from a power that we thought was a power that looks to me more to have been a statistical anomaly to a weakness that they can't seem to get right with. And it doesn't seem to me that they do anything to change it. All right, now I'm not smart enough to be able to know all the intrinsic reasons as to why they don't like to run outside the tackles very often when things inside the tackles are obviously clogged up. Okay, so let's get it spread out some. They don't do it. But I want to see some Rodriguez. All right. I want to see some McNichols. I want to see some Hammer. All right. I like the idea of trying to establish Bill, and we're all behind good old Bill. But I want to see the Hammer. I want to see the veterans get in there, and I want to see these guys that know how to get behind their goddamn pads, shove a linebacker back, make him fucking sit there and wonder why he didn't bring a cup to the game today. And then let's see Bill. And let's spread him out. So that's my battle plan. We not just keep him off the field. You got to punish him. All right. You got to convert first downs, and you've got to be able to hit him hard. Go ahead.
Scott G says, hope Detroit gets stuck in traffic due to the POTUS motorcade, forcing them to miss the game and forfeit.
That's right. President Trump, drive around the Beltway. Keep them the fuck out of the stadium.
So
there you go.
Like this is an offense. Last year in the playoff game, because I had to go back and find this.
Sorry, hold on a second, Max. I hate to say this, everybody, but there's been a fucking fruit fly flying around me for like the last half hour. So if I start doing this, or if you've seen it running by, trust me, I don't have bugs. Just one fly. You know how they are. They get right in front of your face. What the fuck is that?
Just wash your balls, John. Come on.
Well, my balls aren't up here. This is where the fly is.
Look, last year.
You know what? You missed the joke you had. Go ahead.
Last year, we had the pick 6 by Quan to put us up by 10 in the second quarter, right? Do you remember the next drive? Does anyone remember what happened?
Was it Jameson Williams?
Jameson Williams for 60 yards. They had a 3-play drive.
Right.
In 3 plays, they snatched all the momentum back.
They did.
But Jaden was also awesome in that game.
He was amazing. That game.
He very much was. I'm just saying, though, they snatched the momentum so fast.
Yeah, and I mean they're quick strike. And the fact of the matter is the only chance the Commanders have is to own the line of scrimmage and run the ball. I doubt they can do either, let alone both. Thank you from Adrian. Yeah, I agree. You don't have to just write it though. Nobody wants to see it. Jesus Christ, because this week, Jaden, you know where he's going to be. He'll be up in the injury booth. Stupid bimbo. All right. Okay, so I think we've gotten all that going on. All right, so let's try it. All right, Jesse, who's your man on a mission? Who's got to have a big game for the Commanders to even stand a chance?
Frankie Louvu.
Good call. Yeah, harass. Go ahead.
Harass who's ever stepping up to the line of scrimmage. You know, whether is you get a shot to knock Jared Goff's helmet off, you got a chance to knock out Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff near that line of scrimmage that's really going to get us into trouble, and Frankie's got to play with his head on a swivel.
All right, Scotty, who you got? Man on a
mission. I got Josh Connolly Jr. He has to step up. He has to have a better game than he's been showing.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That's what I'm saying. Aiden Hutchinson's coming the other side of you. It's going to be. I do not want to see Josh Johnson in this game. That is a certainty. But yeah, it's going to be tough. The whole offensive line needs to step itself back up again, John, and in particular, Josh Connolly Jr.
All right, Max, what do you
got?
Been
disappointing.
The beer vendors, because this is going to be an ugly game. The guys in the crowd are going to get some good beer going.
The man on a mission is the guy who's walking around with Jack Daniels bottles at the top of cocktails.
$21 for a lemonade cup with a little
sticking out of it. You want a cup of lemonade for $14.95, but I'll give you this little tiny shorty of fucking whiskey in it for $30 or whatever it is.
I mean, there isn't really anybody you can. This is going to be a just boat race.
Well, all right, I'll tell you what.
My
man on a mission goes right along up there with Jesse's almost, and I want to see Jacob Martin have a big game. I want to see us be able to establish a pass rush from the front four and to be able to harass Goff that way. And you know, you're right. They are probably going to boat race the shit out of us, and I think when we get to our picks, we're all going to fucking pick against us. But anybody with brains would. But anything can happen. And I hope Jacob Martin goes a long way to having himself a good day.
You know how many massive underdogs won last week?
A lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of
few. And the week before all of the favorites won. Mm-hmm. But last week the underdogs won. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a perfect segue. Before we get started on something like that, though, I do have some things that I do want to get across. Adrian says, if I get a vote, I'd say Bobby Wagner needs to watch the movie Cocoon and hopefully lose 10 years peak of stuff to run and cover Laporta. I hear you, bro. I'll tell you what, if Bobby Wagner was to show up at the stadium wearing a Wilford Brimley mustache and saying, I'm covering Laporta, that's it. I've been swimming in the pool with the goddamn Cocoon. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. That movie used to be on HBO like every other minute. Deluxe picked Washington. Did you pick him with the 9.5 points or you pick him to outright win, Deluxe?
I think
Large
it's
flex.
slower. A lot of sharp money is on Washington to cover. Just saying.
9.5 points. That's
Wow.
I mean, that's a lot. All right, let's see here. I guess I should play our commercial from. All right, well, I'll play our commercial from last week. We do have a sponsor, so here's our sponsor.
Help! I need this delivered yesterday.
Big Joe's Nonstop.
I need to get across town, but there's all this traffic.
Big Joe's Nonstop.
I really don't need a touchdown, but I want to score one anyway.
Big Joe's Nonstop. You got something to do? Well, who's stopping you? Not us. Big Joe's Nonstop. At Big Joe's Nonstop, we will not stand in your way while you do whatever it is you need to do right now.
Wow, that sounds great. You mean I can do anything I want?
That's right. Big Joe's Nonstop is the #1 rated anti-preventative company in America. Big Joe's Nonstop. Our technicians are working round the clock, finding new ways to roll over, lay down, and let you get your work done. We won't stop you.
So if I need a first down?
We won't stop you.
What about a touchdown?
We won't stop you.
Okay, well, let's say the score is tied and I need a big pass on 3rd and long.
Other defensive companies will let that score be tied and let you be in that 3rd and long situation. At Big Joe's Nonstop, you get the peace of mind of knowing you won't ever be put in that spot to begin with. We won't stop you.
Wow, that sounds great.
It is. And if the worst happens and you are in that position, you have our personal guarantee that we will not stop you.
Hi, this is Joe Witt, founder and CEO of Big Joe's Nonstop. Let me find the way to get out of your way today.
Contact us today at weaintstoppingyou.com and use the promo code DOORMAT and get a free defensive holding and a bonus 30-yard completion. We won't stop you.
Thank you to them. All right, now let's see. We've also got a top 10 this week. So real quick, let me just clear the stage of all this other nonsense and get started with our top 10. Now, you guys are traveling this week. Is that right?
Well, Friday, yeah. So this time next week.
So this time next week, or sorry, I probably should have saved this till next week, but I thought it was you were traveling this week, heading over to Europe. Jesse, when are you leaving?
Thursday.
All right, this is the wrong music. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, all right. So now that I got that right there, we're going to go right now to the top 10 ways Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain could be ruined.
Strap in, everybody.
Top 10 ways Jesse and Scott's. All right, top 10 ways Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. Number 10, Jesse accidentally leaves his passport in Albania after letting scouts talk him into flying there to see a Breaking Benjamin cover band.
Shit.
Breaking Shalatni.
Loves a concert, doesn't he, Scouts? Go on.
The number 9 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. The lads find themselves in a bar called El Toro Homo after Jesse botches his Spanish when asking the locals where to find the bullfight. Right, the number 8 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. Madrid police pick up Andy Burrows after facial recognition software identifies him as a wanted soccer hooligan. Well, I don't think that's very much of a surprise. But number 7 way that your trip to Spain can be ruined. Jesse misses the plane by going back through security line multiple times and requesting the cabin.
Jesus Christ.
All right, the number 6 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. Number 6, Scott gets arrested at a nightclub for yelling at an elderly man to sit down and get the fuck out of his way because he sure as fuck hadn't flown 1,000 miles to look at the back of his stupid beret during the canasta dance.
If you know, you know, John.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, number 5 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. The Commander's defense lands safely in Madrid.
Correct.
All right, I didn't know who the hell wrote that. It's Corey. All right, number 4. Scouse is kidnapped and sold into sexual slavery to a wealthy Saudi prince.
It would be ruined, absolutely.
Well, now that you've had to look at that in your brain, yeah,
my
it's
goodness.
already happened. All right, the number 3 way that the Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined. After the game, Jesse gets arrested in the airport for screaming Marcus should have thrown the fucking bomb when he had the chance.
That's a great shout.
Be careful what you say. All right, number 2 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Spain can be ruined, coming home with a loss to the stinking fucking Dolphins.
Yeah.
And the number 1 way that Jesse and Scott's trip to Madrid can be ruined is Scott's parents see him in the background of El Toro Homo while watching a documentary about the underground gay scene in European nightclubs.
As if you even got BBC 4. Well,
Well, I had to Google Scott. Which
other channels are available.
Would be most likely to show a nightclub, gay nightclub documentary, and BBC4 came up. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go do some football picks here.
All right.
Hey, Jesse, real quick. I wasn't here Tuesday. When did you leave the Seahawks game?
After the monk ceremony.
Okay. I lasted a little longer than the tush push. The tush push happened. I look at my nephew. I said, "Are you ready?" He said, "Yeah."
Yeah. Oh, Lord. All right. So first up on the docket, we have the Colts traveling to Atlanta. The Colts are 6.5-point favorites. Over under is 48.5.
This is not in Atlanta. This is in Germany.
This is in Berlin.
Oh, okay, Berlin.
Berlin. That's right.
Yeah. In Berlin.
Das ist football.
You know, I'm taking the Falcons plus the points here. Colts kind of came back down to earth a little bit last week. It's a game in Europe. And I'm still not buying Danny Dimes. So I'm going to take the Colts to win, barely. But if I was a betting man, Falcons plus the points.
I'm taking the Falcons outright.
Ooh.
I think international games are just weird.
They are.
And the Colts
It's the freaking fans. Sorry, Scott.
Not even the fans. It's just the game on the field is weird. The Broncos beat the Jets 13-11 in London. All right. That was terrible.
You people in Berlin, please. I would much rather you do something like Dance from Sprockets than listen to Neil Diamond and sing that in the stadium. If you don't know what Dance from Sprockets is, just Google it. It was the most amazing German talk show.
Dad, they sing Country Roads.
Look, I'm taking the Colts in this game. I think the Colts last week, they did get manhandled by the Steelers defense. Whether it's a belief in Danny Dimes or not, I think it's more of a belief in Shane Steichen's offense, and he's doing what is supposed to be done. Last week, they pressured him, and I don't see that the Falcons have that same kind of pressure that the Steelers were able to generate. The Falcons also, I think, give up. I know their defense looks good, but they've got holes in it, and Danny's going to find them. In fact, I tell you what, I got a parlay piece in this game that I really like. And on FanDuel right now, and I'm not being paid by FanDuel, although I should be for this, because Alec Pierce, who is Mr. fucking I'm catching it deep, I'm going deep, 55.5 yards. I love the over in that right there. Yeah. I think that's fantastic. And I also like him for a better than 20-yard reception. The Falcons predominantly play cover 3, and he eats that for lunch. So the Colts in this game, get right game. I don't know that I would like him to lay the points, but I like him to win.
So I got a Colts this game. I mean, looking at the injuries as well. I mean, Atlanta got Matt Bergeron out with an ankle, and Sauce Gardner's been cleared from his concussion and will make his debut for the Colts as well, which we didn't speak about from trade deadline.
Two firsts.
And the best receiver on the team. Whoa.
Colts are all in.
So the Colts, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll win this game.
All right, let's see. Moving right along, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans.
No CJ Stroud, by
Davis
the way.
Mills, no Brian Thomas.
We got the Giraffe at quarterback under center for the Texans. Jaguars are only favored by 1. The Texans defense is just so good. It's a really, really good defense. But guess what? I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, me too.
I'm taking the Jags.
Got good defense as well, Jesse. That's the other thing.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I'm taking the Texans. I'm taking the Texans because they're at home. They're very tough on defense at home. Davis Mills is good enough to. I mean, he wasn't bad last week.
Davis Mills.
He wasn't bad. And I think that they are able to keep the score down. And I think that Jacksonville is one of those teams where they will definitely step on their dick. I think Trevor Lawrence will. I mean, he has his moments, but overall, if you really get on him, he's going to step on his dick. And I think there will. I think the Texans are going to win.
I'm taking Houston as well. However, Davis Mills' line is 211.5. Take the under. He's not hitting 200.
No,
I have receivers though.
That's the only other thing. I mean, even watching Jacksonville, in London, and then watching them on the TV, pretty much hearing what my wife's talking about every weekend. Lawrence has been awful this season. He really has again. So, and with no Brian Thomas Jr., it's going to be tough. But I still think that Davis Mills is more prone to having a brain fart and the defense picking him off than it would be the other way around.
There's no Thomas. There's no Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
he's no Brenton Strange. So your receivers are going to be Parker Washington, and De'Ami Brown, who we would say except the four of us know him pretty well.
Yeah, he ain't much. Look, Davis Mills, when he has a bad game, it's usually in the northern part of the country because he's got such a long neck at the curve of the earth there. It whips a little bit more, so his brain kind of the bubbles. So closer to home in Houston, his neck can stay a little more stable. It can keep his head from having those problems.
So, real quick, whose neck was longer, Mike Glennon's or Davis Mills?
Glennon's by miles.
Good. Glennon? Oh my God! Look,
you know what? I'll tell you something.
Davis Mills has Ticonderoga #2 written right here on the side of his neck. I'm sure you don't know that.
I'll tell you this: NFL. I'm going to put this out there, and it's free advice. You've seen these hotels in like Nairobi and whatnot, where you can like wake up and there's giraffes looking in your window and shit. You get Glennon, you get Davis Mills, and you wake up, and here you got a couple of NFL quarterbacks. You get them a bucket of food. All right, and here you are in your second floor bedroom, and there's Davis Mills looking in the window at you. All right, what's the next game?
All right, we got the Giants at Chicago. The Bears are favored by 4.5, over 46.5.
Mm-hmm.
I was still better. The Bears are favored, but I don't even like I don't like this game at all. It's a shit game. I really don't know who to pick because I think both these teams suck.
Boys,
I'm going to go out.
Hang on. It's supposed to snow in this game.
Really?
Good.
Wow. I think I'm going to go with the Giants.
You know what, Max? Every once in a while, I have to watch, when it snows here. And we have video from last year when it snowed and Jesse's dog shit in the snow. So that's what's watching. Ooh, it snowed for this game. It's like watching this dog shit in the snow.
All right. Look,
who are you picking, John?
I'm going to go with the Bears. They're going to win this football game outright.
I'm also going to take the Bears, but I also found another line. Caleb Williams rushing is only 16.5.
Oh, he'll beat that in the first
Oh, my
quarter.
goodness. Take it.
Half.
Just take it. Look what he did against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He ran for 20.
I'm also taking Chicago. I just don't believe in Jackson Dart in any way possible at the moment, and the Bears will win this outright easy.
Really? Dart hasn't been terrible.
He hasn't been terrible, but he also hasn't been good.
All right, we got the Ravens at the Vikings. Mar Center's back under center. Vikings pulled off an upset last week, I think, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Over under 48.5. Ravens favored by 4.5. Is the Ravens getting back on track, guys? I mean, they were 2-7, but they were so injured. Now they got a lot of their players back, especially on defense, and obviously Lamar. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one, guys. I think this is going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to watching. It's going to be a good game.
I'll definitely take the Ravens, and I'll take the under. I'll take the under all day on this. Go ahead.
Well, I just have a weird piece of history tidbit, so you can finish.
Let's hear a tidbit. All right. So, the only thing I'm saying is that the Vikings, I think, are still in, oh, God, I hope so mode when it comes to J.J. McCarthy. We saw one good quarter out of him, and then he got hurt again. And then, okay, so he had a good game last week. They won. It was an upset. But I think that they would like to see him string a little bit of consistency together. Go ahead, Max. What were you going to say?
So these two teams have played 7 times. Okay. This will be the 8th time.
Well, that's pretty fucking handy. Hang on a minute. Scott, put that down.
I'll write it down now.
So there you go.
When the Vikings win this game, they go to the NFC Championship. When the Ravens win, the Vikings miss the playoffs.
All right, I tell you what, if you guys are out there listening to anything, and we always tell you that if you take our advice, you're stupid. All right, if the Vikings somehow win this game and you bet on them to go to the NFC Championship, you're stupid.
It's what's happened. It's what's happened every single time.
Listen, Max, who are you taking?
The Ravens.
The Ravens, right? John?
I'm taking the Ravens. Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens to win pretty big.
This is the game of the week.
Wow.
This is going to be the game that's like 45-44.
You might be right. Browns at the Jets. Browns are favored by 2.5. Over under is 37.5. Or this could be a 5-6 game right here. Woeful teams. But I mean, the Jets have the better skill positions. Browns got a great defense. Jets defense is pretty good too, but Browns defense.
Well, the Jets just lost two huge pieces on that defense.
That's true. Browns is like 5th in DVOA. Yeah, give me the Browns. I don't like it, but give me the Browns.
On the road, I'll tell you what. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets to say we're fucking this draft position. Fuck you. All right, we're fucking it up. And yeah, I'm saying we're gonna get a big game out of what's his name there. Well, fuck, what's the quarterback's name there? Quick! I can see his face. I always can see their face.
Gabriel, Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is gonna have a big game, and and you know why? For no other reason than fuck them. That's why.
Wow, Jets. Okay,
I will say just another thing of just randomness. This game is being called by Spiroditas and Adam Archuleta. The last two games those two have called have been 39-38, and what was the Bengals Bears score last week?
47.
They've called those. This is going to be the game. Like I said, this is going to be 40-40. But give me the Browns.
Yeah, Cleveland for me too. I mean, the Jets just selling off fire sale, and the Browns. I mean, come on! I heard you just say Justin Fields is gonna have a big day. This is the guy at minus 10 yards in a London game,
dude. A big day. I didn't say how a big day could be 5 yards passing, but the Browns are terrible. You got Dylan Gabriel out there. Give me the Jets just for the fuck you aspect of it, because this is the kind of shit that the Jets do.
True.
We're trading everybody and hanging up the season and fuck everybody. All right, so this is Scott's pisser of the week.
This is my pisser of the week. So Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. David Montgomery, anytime touchdown. Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. Take the Rams minus the 4.5. The Bears minus the 4.5. The Bills minus the 9.5. And it is 3,969 on the plus side.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like,
and it's not
those. I like every one of the.
All right,
Jesse.
I mean, if we're gonna have a pisser, we might as well have a Scott's pisser.
True. So, what did you say that you like every single one of them, Jesse? Apart from
just the Bears. The Bears 4.5 makes me a little bit nervous. You never know what you're gonna get with the fucking Bears, man.
True.
You know? And
I wonder if FanDuel would let you bet an anytime touchdown for every single
Adidas.
Every single what?
Every single person in Detroit.
Yeah.
Anytime touchdown.
Just line them up at receiver against Troy Amos.
Penny Sewell, anytime touchdown.
Right, yeah. Fucking why not?
All right, we have the Panthers minus 5.5 are at home against the Saints. Over under 38.5. The Saints are vying for the number 1 pick in the draft. Give me the Panthers, and I'm laying the points too easily.
The Panthers.
Yeah,
same thing. Panthers laying the points.
Easy.
But the Panthers though. Who was it asked me earlier? Was it Max or you asked me before we came on?
I said, who are the Panthers?
Who are the Panthers? I don't know, because one week they win 30-0 and then they get their asses kicked.
It's a 5-4 team
and they are 5-4. So yeah, but the Saints are even worse. The Saints are just terrible. The Panthers are starting to find their way, but the Saints, they're still stuck in the dark. They don't know what they're doing yet. We don't know what we're doing. Help us.
All right, we had the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. Bills are favored by 9.5. Over under is 49.5. And strange things happen when these two teams play each other. For some reason, the Dolphins they play the Bills tough always, or at least most of the time. So the line is, a little bit nervous about the line, but definitely give me the Bills.
I'll definitely take the Bills. And I'll tell you what, they've got Dalton Kincaid on FanDuel at over 42.5 yards. I'm taking that all day long. Dalton Kincaid's having himself a day.
Agreed.
By the way,
agreed. You got to take the Bills in this game. I mean, the Dolphins. How McDonald still has a job is beyond me. The Bills is in easy.
Bills.
There we go.
All right, moving right along, we have the Patriots at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers
This is going to be a good
favored
game.
by 2.5, over under 48.5, and this is one of the best games on the docket of the week.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking the Buccaneers. I think I'm going to take the Buccaneers. Is
Bucky and Godwin are both out.
both?
I've just seen that they're in. Bucky and Godwin are both playing.
Oh, they're okay. So are they both in?
So I literally wrote it down earlier saying
Bucky hasn't played in how long?
Scott,
you might be right.
They're both out. I'm
Okay.
telling you, they're both out.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter. It doesn't matter if they're in or out. I'm taking the Bucks.
Okay.
I don't know, Drake May, man.
Right.
I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking them to win outright on the road against the Bucks. The Bucks are coming off of a bye, but whether or not both of those guys are playing or not, I don't know that they're going to be ready just yet for that freaking defense, man. The Patriots.
I think if if this was a home game for the Patriots, I'd probably slightly lean towards the Patriots. But since this is at home in Tampa,
right?
That's kind of why I'm siding with the Bucks here.
Well, to me, so far this year, Drake May has been money in the bank. Every time that I've bet a prop that he's involved when he comes home, he makes it. Right now, I'm looking at him on FanDuel at over 32.5 passing attempts, and I like that too. I like that a lot. In fact, as a matter of fact, if he's going to have to keep up, if Tampa's going to be able to try to stay ahead of him, he throws the ball enough anyway. So give me that right there. Give me Drake May all day, and I take the Patriots to win.
And speaking of FanDuel, why did you do that update? It's terrible. Please go back to where the old ways, please.
I don't mind it.
I hate it.
I can find the old way.
Absolutely hate it. All right,
Jesse. So who you're taking the Bucks? Max, what about you?
Tampa,
me too. Yeah, I'm taking Tampa, but it'll be close. It'll be great. It'll be a good game.
That's how Tampa plays. They win on the last drive of the game every time.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they can win on a drive, they'll give them 14 points. That'll be pretty good because I think the Patriots like.
You know what?
Well,
I know where you're sitting. All right, sir.
I'm liking Drake May. I'm liking the Patriots this year. They've been money in the bank for me. Go ahead with this game. I like this game too.
All right, we have the Seahawks are at home.
The Jacoby Brissett-led Cardinals.
That's what I was going to say. No Kyler Murray for this game.
He's on IR for Call of Duty to be released.
True.
Yeah, his thumb's got a blister on it, so you put him on IR.
No, it's not what happened. He was in there for training, or he was in there in the training room. He was getting some treatment, and they had a new intern who accidentally wrapped him with three wraps of bandages, and they lost him in it. He's been missing ever since.
The Carls haven't been looking bad with Brissett under center. Let's be real
at all. They beat the Cowboys last week decisively.
But I don't think they have a chance against Seattle. So getting the Seahawks, I think they're just flying high right now. I think the Seahawks look like a real Super Bowl contender at this point.
Okay. I think the Cardinals are the kind of team that can come in there and give the Super Bowl contender a scare. I don't think they'll win in Seattle, but I think my card is coming up soon, and you'll see how I feel about it. I'm taking Seattle to win, but I love the Cardinals getting that 6.5 points. And I like the over in this game bigly.
Seattle
44.5. That's just too low. The way both of these teams have been putting up offense, that's just too low.
Seattle for me too.
I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, I got it too.
Speaking of John's card,
the
upset special of the week.
That's right. The upset special of the week this week. I'm taking the Patriots plus 2.5 at Tampa for the above named reasons. I think they're going to win outright. I like the Cardinals plus 6.5 at Seattle. I think Seattle's going to win, but the Cardinals are playing good football, and I think they'll keep it within a touchdown. I like the Steelers plus 2.5 against the Chargers. The Steelers definitely put it together last week against the Colts. The Chargers, for as good as they've been, they've also been vulnerable. They've been, you can get to them. And I think the Steelers can get to them. I don't know that they'll win the game, but I think it'll be very close. And the Eagles getting 1.5 against the Packers. Okay, Packers. The Packers win games, but they do it in a really slow, snail-like fashion. And I think the Eagles are a good pick this week. So there's my upset special at plus 120, 1289 over on FanDuel right there, who I don't get paid by, but they should pay me because that's a good upset part. That's good upset picks, I think.
All right. Big game right here. We have the Rams at the 49ers.
Mac Jones is the quarterback.
Yeah,
I was just going to say by way of injuries. Yeah, I've got an injury report for this.
Might be the number 2 quarterback.
Pearsall's out as well.
Who's out?
Pearsall. So on injury report for this game, Michael Williams, their first rounder, just tore his ACL, so he's out.
Just now,
like last week. Oh. And then also in this game, let me just have a quick look. Yeah, Purdy. I've just put Purdy was getting close, but he hasn't made it. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
What is he get stuck trying to take her bra off or something?
It must be.
They're talking about him. Being
too many jumpers, John.
That's right.
Yeah. Rams are favored by 4.5. Over under is 49.5. I think it's going to be a great game. But give me the Rams. They are flying high. Puka Nacua is
he back?
The best receiver in football right now. He had a hell of a game last week. Keep it up, Puka. Need you for my dynasty team. So yeah, give me the Rams.
I like the Rams to win. Matthew Stafford is the name that you forgot about. That dude's playing the best football.
He is number 4 in the odds for MVP right now.
I'm telling you,
should be number 1.
Fantastic. He's almost flawless in the way that he's playing football right now. He's not making mistakes. He's able to, when you watch him, I mean, he's such a veteran and he's so good at it anyway that as the play is developing, he sees things and you can see it in his play that all of a sudden he'll see something different and boom, it happens right for him right there out there on the field. So I like the Rams in this game. I like them big. I would take them and lay those 4.5 points. And I actually like the over in this game too. But 49ers are able to put up points. Their defense is all right, but it's not on par with the Rams. The Rams defense is almost as good as Houston's, I think. They're going to give Mac Jones some fits.
Yeah, agreed. I think everyone's taking LA. Are we all taking LA?
Yes.
Scott's like, fuck this analysis. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. Fuck off.
All right, we got the Steelers at the Chargers. Chargers are favored by 2.5. Over under is 44.5.
This is a tough game to pick.
I like the Steelers in this game, guys.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I like the Steelers not only to cover, but to outright win. Chargers are a funky team. Is Alt back or is he still out?
He's out.
He's out. He's on IR.
He's done for the year.
For some reason, I thought he was going on like the 4-game IR. Okay,
no, he was going to head for the 4-game, but when they were carting him off the field last week,
they dropped
him off the cart and it ran him over. Yeah, so now he's gone. He's done.
All right. Well, Steelers.
I agree. Steelers. I think they figured it out last week on defense, but they showed themselves that they could get home against a team that was looking like a Super Bowl contender. I don't think that being in LA gives the roommate Chargers any kind of home field advantage. In fact, I think we're probably going to hear a louder Steelers crowd than Chargers crowd in that place. And even though, Justin Herbert's playing great and they've got good receivers, give me the Steelers in this game. I'm taking the Steelers to just win outright, straight up. And I do like the over in this game too.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's going to win this.
Yeah, Pittsburgh for me too. I think you're right, John. From last week, they had a very good win against the Colts. So yeah, and the Chargers are like an in and out team. I mean, we beat them, so
yeah. They must suck.
Eagles at a Packers.
This is the game of the week. Monday night. Yeah. Oh, I get Tuesday off to watch this game.
Who has fucking ESPN anymore?
Barry,
I said I didn't watch the game last Sunday or last Monday night because I don't have ESPN because those fuckers can't get it straight with YouTube TV.
They're saying the ESPN thing is $30 a month.
Wow.
Good God.
Watch Monday Night
Or
Football.
you get NFL Plus for I think I pay like $12.99 and watch pretty much any game you want to.
As far as
And
I'm
all the
concerned,
live
if we pay for
games,
the-
all the primetime games are on live.
if we pay for the ticket, that's every game. Whether we buy it through YouTube TV is irrelevant. Am I wrong? Every game is every game. Not every game except for these games.
No, it's you got blackout games. We got the same. So Sky over this side of the pond, they'll black games out, so we can't then watch them through the normal DAZN app. You have to have a Sky subscription to watch that.
Blackouts are regional here. If you are within 70 miles of the stadium and it doesn't sell out, then it blacks out, which is also a load of shit because the government should not be, or the FCC should not be in the business of making you buy tickets to a sporting event because they want you to go rather than watch it on TV. So,
but yeah, you guys pay a fortune for watching TV.
Well, I mean, the Sunday ticket says every game, not every game except for these bitch games. So,
just if this game you really want to watch, do the free week trial, and you can watch it live.
Well, what I will do is I'll find an illegal way to pirate it and steal it and damage their company as much as
other things are available.
ESPN. And fuck you. Just that's all there is to it. Just fuck you, ESPN, because you don't give us anything. All right. I don't give a fuck about 99% of your programming except for Monday Night Football. And I'm not going to whine and say, oh, you got to give me my Monday Night Football. But fuck you anyway, because I don't feel like listening to Stephen A. Smith yell at me all the time about everything. Let me tell you something about what I'm thinking about. Here's what I think. Your station sucks. And when I'm not listening to Stephen A. Smith, I got to watch that big fucking goofball goddamn idiot from Pittsburgh, the Yinzer with his goddamn shirt off all the time, walking around with his fucking muscle shirt, talking about fuck you. You used to give us games. You used to give us football. And now you give us nothing, and you fuck with the people that try to give us your content. For Monday Night Football, there comes a point where there's a breaking point. There just comes a point where there's a breaking point, and I'm not paying ESPN their fucking money just to watch one game a goddamn week. I figure I paid for it when we got the Sunday ticket. Every game. That means every game. All right, that's enough of an old man rant there. Let's talk about the game that I'm not going to watch.
Saquon Barkley is
I don't understand why the Packers are favored. They shouldn't be favored. The Eagles are going to win. They're going to win big, or at least by a touchdown. Yeah.
I agree. That's why I took them in my upset special. I can't believe that's an upset to say the Eagles are going to win.
What's the weather there?
Who cares?
Well, I mean, it's in Green Bay, so that's what's going to be fun. But give me Philadelphia to win, and Saquon's line is a little high. It's 76.5.
Yeah, it's quite high. Especially coming straight back from injury. But they said he's day-to-day, Max, but also they said that A.J. Brown is definitely back. So I haven't seen the practice report, obviously injury report from Philly.
Back from what? Today. Mediocreville?
Is he going to be reading his books again?
Where's he back from? Average Town?
He's been injured, hasn't he, for the last couple of weeks?
I guess if you want to call it that. He's been I've been invisible. I've had invisibilitis. I haven't been part of this offense.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Scott, is there anybody that's not taking the Eagles?
I'm taking the Eagles.
Eagles. All right.
Hey, one sec, because I just remembered that circling back to the Bears, DeAndre Swift might not play.
He didn't play last week, and Kalmananga got off.
He did. Yes, but that's also against the Bengals. You could run for 150 on the Bengals.
I couldn't run for 150 in a week.
I know, and I'm saying you could do it against the Bengals.
I can't even run for a fucking bus, but there you go.
Give me a couple of days, I'll get you there.
Jesus Christ, all right,
1 minute 13 for timestamp, guys.
The Lions are favored. It has gone down
47.5. It looks like some people have been betting on the Commanders.
A lot. It has gone down
47.5.
Over under 48.5. A lot of sharp money is in on the Commanders to cover. I will throw it out on go out on a limb and say the Commanders will cover this game. Wow. I'm taking the Lions to win.
I can't take them to cover. I just can't. Their defense is not going to stop them at all. Their punter might as well go see the sights. If he's never seen Washington, D.C., whoever the punter is for the Detroit Lions, if you've never seen our fair city, just get on a tram and ride around town. You're not going to be needed.
We're going to have a backdoor cover. Watch.
A backdoor cover? That you know what we call that? We call
pants.
that a fucking flap.
Yeah, we call that pants.
We call that underwear.
I don't want to hear about your backdoor cover next week,
regardless of your color, they're gonna fuck us. Okay? So your backdoor cover ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, they're not gonna stop them on any drive. And I think what are they gonna have? 7 drives, maybe even 8 drives. We could try to be competitive, but I don't think we're gonna be able to keep up. Give me the Lions, give them to me big. It's gonna be a hard day to watch, and I wish I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and that's that.
Well, anybody else have anything different?
No.
I would be surprised if they don't put 40 up. I'd be very, very surprised.
They'd be generous.
What is the actual line on this?
8.5.
8.5 now. Wow.
Yeah, 8.5.
So it's come down by a point. I think it was 9.5, wasn't it, this morning? Yeah. So no, not even.
All right, so Jesse's big, easy money, same game parlay of the week. I have an anytime touchdown from David Montgomery. I have Jared Goff over 225 passing yards, or not alt passing yards. Sam Laporta over 30 alt receiving yards. St. Brown, 60-plus receiving yards. Gibbs, 60-plus rushing yards. Jameson Williams, 25-plus receiving yards.
These are first quarter stats for them.
Yeah, but shut up. Marcus Mariota, 175 passing yards. Bill, 30-plus rushing yards. Zach Ertz, 20-plus receiving yards at plus 2678. Easy money. Take it to the bank. It will.
I hope. That's a lot to have to happen. Yeah. That's a lot to have to happen to win the 26-78. And I hope you're right on Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has not been good with Marcus Mariota. And he's my starter in our fantasy league. And I've been fighting for I've been hanging right around 500 in the Yanks versus Wanks. I guess we'll give you an update on that next week. But look, we've been here for a good while, man. And that was a pretty good show. Gentlemen, what did you think?
Yeah, I agree. The only one I'm worried about on your parlay there, Jesse, is probably the Jared Goff passing yards and Bill 30. That's going to be tough, I think, for him to even get to 30.
Yeah, Bill, real quick. Bill, I could see Bill. I think Jared Goff's going to pass it all over the fucking.
Oh hell yeah! I think that's a fact.
I also think and this is just my logic. Just throw my logic out here for this. Like our cornerbacks suck.
Yeah,
we can't tackle.
That's fair.
So, I know a lot of stuff is going to be at the line of scrimmage, and I think a lot of this is going to be yards after catch. You know?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm thinking here. You know, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, he catches those quick slants, and he's gone. I mean, he can have that in 2 receptions. You know,
easy.
It's this defense.
The way I see it is you got a lot of small things that have to come true for you to be able to hit your money. And I think you kind of shorted yourself on some of these. Jahmyr Gibbs, 60 rushing yards. Dude, he's going to have 110.
Well,
if I'm betting him, I'm betting him over 90.
Gibbs, he's the one. He's the pass catcher out of the two. You know,
yeah, he's Montgomery.
But he's also the first and second down back.
That's why I keep that. They rotate.
He's not. Montgomery's had more first and second down carries this year, John.
They do rotate series, and that's why
60.
Gibbs. Look at if anybody has it up. Look at his. He doesn't he's not a big 100 yard rusher.
He's only had 100-yard game this year.
Yeah,
dude, look who he's playing.
A lot of his damage. A lot of his damage comes from the passing game.
Our defense is terrible.
Still has 551 yards max this season. So
our defense is embarrassingly bad. They're going to let these guys do whatever they want. And I think if Jahmyr Gibbs says, I want 90 yards, they're going to say, yes, sir. Here you go.
What's your score prediction, gentlemen, before we go?
Oh, Jesus.
All right. I guess I'm at the top. I'll start us off. I'm going to say Lions 46, Commanders 17.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jesse?
I'm going to say 38 to 36 to 28. We cover by
the backdoor cover.
I'm going to go 41-17.
Oh, all right.
Max?
51-10.
Oh, wow. Max says you might as well go pumpkin picking.
I mean, look, it's going to be a miserable 3 hours in our group chat, boys.
I really wanted to
Let's be honest. It won't be 3 hours. It'll be an hour and 15 minutes. And we'll all be like, fuck this. I'm not
I was really tempted to add Mariota, plus 40 rushing
You should
yards.
put a Josh Johnson anytime touchdown on there just because he's going to come in at the end of the game.
I am putting a Treylon Burks in a separate bet, separate dollar bet for Treylon Burks to score a touchdown.
Give him a target, something. I would like. Did he have a target last week? I don't think.
He had a catch.
Good for him.
So, do you know what I learned this week? So, Treylon Burks in his career has one touchdown. Notice I did not say receiving. Do you know how he got his one touchdown? This is what we can go out with. He recovered a Derrick Henry fumble in the end zone. That's his only touchdown of his career.
All right, well, let's change that so that it doesn't become a bar bet that it's the only touchdown in his career. In fact, let's say who is the team that Treylon Burks scored 4 touchdowns against after his one time of recovering a Derrick Henry fumble.
He's had more than one touchdown.
No, he hasn't.
Touchdowns with Tennessee.
He had one. Because A.J. Brown has more Super Bowl wins than Treylon Burks has touchdowns in his career.
Are you just cursing the young man? That's enough of that. All right, everybody, we're going to be back
on
Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday to talk about whatever happens on Sunday. We hope it's something that's good. And we appreciate everybody that's come by to sit down with us. We appreciate everybody that's come by in the chat to talk to us. Good to see everybody out there on social media. Come on into the chat next time. Talk to us. Please come in. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe, like, all the other stuff. Look, you know me. I'd do it for you. In fact, if you asked me to in a crowded room, I'd tickle your taint and nobody would know it but you. You'd have a ball. So let's just say
Dad.
Next Tuesday. You learn things when you're out and about. And if you really want people to pay attention to your show, you give them the benefit of the doubt. Or the team. And on that, we'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday. Go Commanders. Let's get that win.